No, previously on Sidemen React, they did some crazy Illuminati type theories, but in this week's Sidemen Sunday, they are going to react to the scariest theories in the world. Now, the conspiracy one is mainly based in the US, but this is scariest theories in the world, so it can come from anywhere. So I really don't have much else to say other than I'm kind of terrified, but let us get into this new Sidemen React video. All right, Lego.
My heart rate's gone up, you lot.
In a world.
In a world.
If I went into a black hole, then every single blowjob on Earth would be in that black hole, so...
Hey ladies
What?
and gentlemen,
No.
welcome to a Sidemen Reacts video. Today we have Zerka, KSI, and Pixar, and myself
Pixar.
reacting to 13 scariest theories that'll make your
Jeez.
blood run cold.
Oh, well, literally it's still freezing up here, so my hands are
Hey, DJ,
literally
spin that
cold.
shit.
So, I'm already one step ahead of y'all. Bright side, what up? Hey, hi.
That's hard to start, mate.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's gonna ruin my day, innit? It's gonna fucking ruin my day.
Go back to bed after this.
Now consider this. Does the Ohio State University Marching Band have their field maneuvers directed by aliens hovering overhead high above the stadium? A scary theory, to say the least. If you like that one, check this out.
That's not a theory.
No,
Nah, that's a little troll to like just
That's
bring you
just
in.
bollocks,
Like,
isn't
oh,
it?
hang on.
Do you know this, Don? Every now and then, I like listening to him, but sometimes just...
You notice how all these songs who do the voiceovers always have the same voice, but like, at the end of each sentence are like, in a world when the blood run cold.
Yeah.
Well,
Ohio State.
run cold.
The
There's always
Ohio
like
State
pauses as well.
Man.
It just pauses.
They always hold it every time.
Do we have another Sidemen channel in the making?
13 scariest Sidemen moments.
Where did we come from? Where are we headed?
Yeah.
Is there
Yeah.
intelligent life on Earth?
Definitely not this.
Is it still on Earth?
On Earth.
I don't know these days, I can't lie.
Yeah, you know you're not wrong.
Very
Other than Elon Musk.
On Earth.
Yeah.
Sorry.
People can come up with theories that are downright terrifying. In this video, you'll learn about
Get to the point.
13 of the scariest theories that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about your reality.
Everything. Oh my
But
god.
before we dive down this thought-provoking rabbit hole, become a bona fide bright side.
Make sure you subscribe to Sidemen React for 5 seconds.
Do you know what's hilarious is we are just watching someone else's video telling them to fuck off.
Yeah.
Self-entitled little rats. Look at us.
Oh, God.
Fuck. There we
Number
go.
13, the Great Filter.
A great filter.
When you really
Oh,
consider
this
the
actually
size
scares
of
me.
the universe,
Oh, no.
it's only reasonable
Yeah.
to assume that it's
Fermi
filled with
paradox.
countless life forms. Yet, we haven't stumbled across any of them so far. So why is that? According to this theory, somewhere out there exists a great filter. The main purpose of this filter is to stop those civilizations that advance to the level of star colonization. If we suppose that this idea is true,
My heart rate's gone up, you lot. Like, I can feel it.
there are 3 possible scenarios for humanity.
What do you mean?
A, we're unique because we've passed the Great Filter. Other civilizations haven't managed to do this. B, we're among the first potential colonizers. Before, the conditions in space were too harsh for life forms to leave their home planets. In this case,
What was that?
What did he just do?
I think your laugh will make my blood run cold, bro.
Reload that laugh.
space were too harsh for life forms to leave their home planets. In this case, chances are that we'll soon encounter aliens. See? We haven't reached the level of technological development that's advanced enough to pass through the filter. Consequently, the trial is still ahead of us.
You know, there's another one to that. The other one to that is
I didn't
that,
ask
like,
for 14-bit. I don't want
we're gonna mute.
I didn't ask for 14 Vic.
That's part of the process, the part C though. Is it not?
Oh, Vic.
Realistically,
Yeah.
we haven't hit the point yet.
But we never will. We can't. Like we're
That's fixed theory that he loves. So aka hates at the
I
same
do.
time.
There's a banger video.
Wait, what do you mean that
Fermi
we will
paradox.
never hit it?
Like humans are destined to never like leave our solar system because
Yeah.
we're gonna either destroy ourselves or our planet or our solar system first.
Yeah.
Which is
But yeah, it's
scary.
basically suggesting like either like we can't. It's actually impossible for us to do it, or if it is possible, we're
haven't
gonna,
got that yet.
yeah, we haven't got
We're
it
gonna
yet.
fuck it.
And if
We're
we,
gonna fuck
or,
it.
or
Basically.
we could just fuck ourselves by trying to do it.
Jeez.
And that's the theory. That's why apparently that's why no other ones exist. Or we're the
Yeah.
first.
Do you know what's I think honestly the scariest one is we're the only one. Like we're the only chance that life has ever had, and we shit at it. Like,
You've just made me look.
as a collective.
You've just
As a
made me look out the
collective, we
window, bro.
suck.
You made me look
We're
out the
sick,
window,
though.
bro.
It's all relative, lad. It's all relative.
I looked
I
out
don't
the
know.
window and I thought, wow, what a
Wow.
bunch of fucking morons we've got.
like we've been gifted with, and what do? We just we fuck around. We don't achieve shit as a collective.
We do mukbangs.
Yeah, I would do mukbang. I just do reaction
Higher
videos. What do you
dimensional
mean?
beings. Let's
Wait, what?
imagine something pretty bizarre now. 2D people. Obviously, if you stared at them from a certain angle, like from the top, they wouldn't ever spot you. They'd live peacefully in their two-dimensional lives without any suspicion that someone's watching them from
Get up on
above.
strings, bro.
And now,
They can see
imagine
you
something
above.
even scarier. What if a 4D being was looking at you from their four-dimensional world? Just like a 2D person, you wouldn't be able to notice this creature in your 3D world. You could
Interstellar was too
potentially
good.
interact with a 2D person if you found the right angle. In the same manner, a
Interstellar's
4D
awful.
life form
Oh,
could talk to you.
This film is so good.
Unfortunately, even if these higher dimensional beings exist, they seem reluctant to make contact with the human race. Number 11. False vacuum. This scientific theory says that our universe exists in a false phase state, which means that it's just a temporary thing. What's more, it's only a small part of a larger universe.
Ruining Josh's day. This is,
It's getting
Yeah.
real earnest
Don't
honesty
listen
up in
to
here,
me.
guys.
this is ruining Josh's day. I know it
Let's say this bigger universe is a pot of boiling water. According to the false vacuum theory, the universe we live in would be just a tiny bubble on the surface of the water. But this can't go on forever. One day, perhaps in billions of years, this
fine.
false vacuum will eventually burst.
Or tomorrow.
That's it out.
Or just
That's
or
it.
tomorrow.
is. Nick, fuck off. bro.
To be fair, Yellowstone could go off right now, to be fair, couldn't it? Rick?
It's just as likely that the simulation we're in ends tomorrow.
I hope we're in a simulation, you know. I hope I'm a
Ethan,
Why
you're
is that
right.
sugarcoating it? He's like, oh, our universe might end in a few million years, or it might end tomorrow. Equally,
I hope I'm a
Are
sim
we-
character and I'm just being
are we
controlled by
not-
someone.
Are we not far enough away from Yellowstone for it to not fuck up my day?
Nah, super
I'm not even
volcanoes,
talking
bro.
Yellowstone. I'm talking like we're the Sims. Like,
The
it's not-
difference
We're
is
the
Yellowstone's
Sims.
due to go off.
Yeah, we're not the Sims, bro.
We could be. How
Wait,
do you
so
know?
wait,
I'm
if
not
Yellowstone.
Do you think the Sims know that they're the Sims, Ethan?
Yes.
That's a deep thought. That's a deep
It's
thought.
very deep thought.
Mate, you're there putting
No,
that
because
sim
now
in the
you make me
pool.
think that there's these little
You're
fucking...
putting that sim
Nah,
in a pool,
fuck
mate,
you,
with
bitch.
no ladder,
Nah,
and he's
fuck
thinking,
you,
like,
bitch.
why is
See,
this happening?
see,
Fuck you,
see, Captain Price, like your Captain Price that you control.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he's real. He has feelings. He has
I know,
a family.
he
You
does.
keep fucking
I
him
know.
about, making him do
I
weird
know.
parkour and shit.
No, I don't.
Wait,
That's what AI is going to get to.
And
Going
Jay-
back to
confused.
Yellowstone, if that
Yeah.
erupts, do we all die?
Well, no, I can set off every volcano on the planet pretty much at the same time.
Also-
and we're an island, so we're just going to get hit with waves.
No, it's the smoke cloud. It's the cloud of ash.
That
that's
also,
gonna
yeah.
bomb-
That
like,
too,
burn
yeah.
the atmosphere and block out the sun.
What was the one that happened before? Remember the dust cloud that we could stop
Oh,
planes?
shit,
in
yeah.
Iceland.
It stopped planes, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So imagine that everywhere.
Mad. Fuck. But then wouldn't we have technology that just blows it all away?
Yeah, no. We've just
Not
got
that
these really big
Yeah,
fans,
JJ,
bro.
yeah, just
JJ, you've got a fan in your office. If you just
That's
whack
what
that
wind turbines
outside...
are for.
whack it outside.
Do you know what?
Wind
I'll whack my
turbines are
fan
meant to cool down
outside.
the earth, aren't they?
Hey,
I'll
look,
whack my fan
if we
outside
all
if you
turn
got
our
yours out.
fans on at the same time, and
Maybe
get
all
out
blow
of
into the sky at the same time as well. Maybe that'll work.
Yeah,
Yeah, if we all blow
Yeah, I'm
upwards.
so sure that'll work.
Right,
Number 10. We're living in a black hole. Now, you're probably aware that a black hole sucks in everything around them.
You know.
But what happens to the stuff it engulfs? What if a black hole already swallowed us up
Rap
long
family, that's
ago?
what it is.
Surprisingly, some physicists deem this theory pretty plausible.
That'd be quite cool.
According to Dr. Nikodem Pawlowski, a theoretical physicist at the University of New Haven, everything that a black hole sucks in may turn into a new universe inside the hole or on the other side of it.
Wait, so could you
I've
say,
definitely left
out
new
of
universes inside
all
holes.
things, black holes give the best blowjobs?
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong because I guess
That's the level.
If Earth went into a black hole, then every single blowjob on Earth would be in that black hole. So.
Tundo. Hey yo,
Bro, it's like the human centipede of blowjob.
That's an accumulative blowjob.
Really? Stop.
That's the level we're working at.
It's a never-ending blowjob.
Okay. What was I expecting?
Hey,
yo, I need a black hole real quick.
hey, black hole. Hey.
But that'll fuck your shit up.
Nah, bro. Hey.
This is when set 1 and set 8 are in the same class.
Maybe that's how our universe was born and where it's currently located. Ooh.
Oh, that was allow his noises, bro.
It's a white hole.
This could be Harry in 10 years. I could see Harry doing one
a
of
white
these
hole.
channels.
Oh, one of the channels.
I was thinking one of those channels being the voiceover.
Yeah, true.
Him and his living
Ooh.
Puts his hands up. Ooh.
Number 9. White holes. Now, the theory of white holes is closely connected
I've
with the
literally
previous
never heard
idea.
of that before.
While black holes engulf all matter so that even light can't escape, white holes are quite the opposite. These formations are believed to spit out everything that black holes suck in. In other words, a white hole is a hypothetical area of space-time.
So we could be the black hole spit, which she
Yeah.
hasn't swallowed. She hasn't swallowed, bro.
Okay, so then we can put it into this kind of context. So we came in a black hole and the white hole spat us out. Yep, got it.
Came in a black hole, left him on the white one.
Man, look, with the J Hus bars, come on. Man, so cool.
Came with a black hole, left in a white one. Hey, that's hard.
Number 8.
Oh,
Oh
no.
yeah,
The
the multiverse.
multiverse.
Yeah.
You may have
This
heard
is
of
the shit I
the
watched
existence
when
of
I
a
was 3 a.m., by the
parallel
way.
universe. In that place, everything seems the same, but is in fact quite different. The multiverse theory takes it all one step further and claims that there might be countless other realities beside our own.
Shout out Rick and
Now,
Morty.
according to this theory, we live in a bubble that's just one of many other bubbles. They constantly pop up and vanish, not unlike soap bubbles. And who knows? Maybe in one of these universes, dinosaurs still roam this planet. Number 7. Brain in a vat.
What?
This idea has provided the groundwork for a number of thought experiments. Just consider the following statements. The origin of consciousness is the brain. The brain needs electrical impulses to
I'm gonna have a heart
operate.
attack, yeah.
My legs
Why?
Panic attack. Can we
My legs are
keep
shaking,
moving?
man.
Wait,
The
what?
brain needs
You're right.
electrical
What's
impulses
that?
to
I'm confused.
operate. However, it can also be influenced by external stimuli.
Okay.
Thus, if such stimuli are simulated to a high degree, the brain won't be able to distinguish these artificial stimuli from natural ones. Basically, what this means is that you very well could be just a brain in a jar.
Wow,
Something is
brain in a
feeding you
jar.
false impulses, and you're hallucinating your whole life in reality.
That's gas.
Oh.
Wait,
Oh,
Then I'm always going to be in a jar. That's fine. It's
I
calm.
don't know if I don't like
you're in a
that
jar
one.
of some Don's little fucking shitty underground fucking house, bro. That's where you'll be, bro.
This
One
Don's
little
got a
weird
lot of
Don.
bloody jars, bro.
No, one little weird Don.
No,
bro.
he doesn't have a lot
No,
of
no,
jars.
that's what I mean.
He could be
You
the
could
only
be.
jar.
You could be the
Well,
jar.
and then everyone else is real, and I'm just this.
Yeah.
That always fucks me up. I don't know if you.
So
lot
I could
are
be
real.
hallucinating. So you like
I don't know if you lot are
Vic,
real.
what do you
I don't know if
mean?
you're-
You
I don't know if you're real. I don't know if you're real.
am I simulating all of you guys?
Yeah. So he's
I
just
might
in
not be
the-
real. I know I'm real. I don't know that you're real, Jay.
Well, how do you know that
You
you're
don't know
real,
you're
though,
real.
Vic?
How do
You're
you know
hallucinating what you're doing.
Yeah.
How do you know
No,
you're
but
real,
I
bro?
know that I'm like
No, you
my
don't.
conscience
Yeah, I
is
was like,
my
no,
own.
no, what do you mean?
My
Look up
conscience
it.
is my own.
Yeah, but that's
Nah,
not
bro.
real.
Yeah,
That could be
yeah.
that you're in a vat. You're in a jar, bro.
Exactly.
you're
Yeah,
dumb.
but I'm making decisions right now.
No, you're
But I
not.
don't know that you're making decisions. You could just be a
You are making my decisions. You're simulating
What do you
me.
mean?
I'm in your
I
head.
don't know that you're.
Yeah.
Vic,
You're in my head,
Vic,
but you might not be.
Vic, I'm moving my hands right now, bro. This is me making a decision.
Mate, you could be an imposter. You could be an imposter. You could be an
What
imposter.
am I doing right now, Vic? You know what I'm doing because you're doing it for me.
Bro, my brain's just telling me I'm hearing some audio cues from this thing, but do I know that that thing's
Oh,
actually?
shut the fuck up.
You could be a figment of my imagination.
Run
all
the
of
video,
us.
Run the video. I
Run
know.
the video.
All of you
Just run the video.
I'm too elite to be a fucking figment of imagination.
Number 6. Rocco's basilisk. Rocco's basilisk is a hypothesis that some future super powerful artificial intellect can retroactively punish people who've struggled against it in the past, which is our present, or even those who did nothing to help bring it about.
Up the AI,
This
come on.
theory mostly explores the possible consequences of developing AI to such an advanced level that it can backfire on
When it
us.
outlearns you and says,
Who
you know
comes
what,
up
fuck
with
this
this stuff?
vegan.
Ready for more? Number 5. The transcension hypothesis. How
What
about
now?
a less scary, more positive theory for a
Come on.
change?
You know, I've got
The
goosebumps.
transcension hypothesis states that a civilization eventually gets to a certain intellectual level. Having reached this point, it manages to achieve microscopic technological singularity, okay, stay with me now, and create a black hole which will allow this civilization to leave its visible universe. This way, it'll take its complexity, intelligence, and growth to new levels. At the rate our scientific development is going, this becomes a real optimistic probability for the human race. Number 4. The terror management theory. According to this idea, everything we do comes from the fear of death. Our wishes and motivation are based on just one thing, and it's the idea that one day
Death
we will
comes
stop
for us
existing.
all, though.
Fuck this
When you
video.
the
consider
words of
modern
Otis and
medicine,
Honest.
or even just
Then don't
anti-aging
worry.
procedures and products, it becomes obvious that we really are desperately trying to avoid death. Science works day and night to ensure that humanity will survive, and the human lifespan will become longer and longer. Number 3. The 6th mass extinction.
Fucking hell, man.
That's good.
No.
You go, no.
I picked this video. Why the fuck did I pick this video?
Josh, you know that last one as well. That last one was.
Is this
right
me?
up your
Yeah.
Sorry,
street.
I aimed right at you.
Number 3. The 6th mass extinction. This theory is probably the most horrifying, yet unfortunately, it's the most probable scenario.
Brilliant.
Some biologists believe that
Please
humanity is headed for or already passing through the 6th mass extinction.
What does that
It
mean?
has to do with how overpopulated our planet is. In
Stop
the 18th
fucking
century,
everyone.
there were
Stop
about 1
beating.
billion people on Earth. But nowadays, just a couple hundred years later, the number of people on this planet has exceeded a whopping 7 billion. If nothing changes, the outcome will be unavoidable.
We're part of the problem, you lot. We shouldn't have
Yeah,
been
that's what I'm
born.
saying. Humans are the virus, bro. Agent Smith was right. Humans are the virus on the planet.
Hey, everyone, use condoms, please.
And
Stop overpopulating.
recycle. And recycle.
Yeah, and recycle, yeah.
Yeah, in fact, if you constantly use condoms, we should have an ocean full of condoms.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I watched a guy video where he's like surviving on an island for like 4 days or whatever. It's a really good video. He does it quite often. But when he was walking along the beach, bro, it's just fucking like sandals and bottles and shit. It actually made me sad.
I think we'll sort that out at some point. That where we're going, right?
Do you
I
think?
don't know.
They'll just come up with new
Possibly?
materials. Like, we're working on everything, surely.
There's a lot of people on this planet that don't
That
believe
don't do
global
it,
warming.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But then loads
Look.
of corporations don't do it. Like loads of corporations produce those products.
Look, I don't think it's. I'm not optimistic.
I think a lot of the dons that are on this planet are fucking idiots. So
The majority. Yeah. Sorry if you're included in that circle.
yeah, I'm probably one of those too.
I'm
not
like,
with
I
saying I'm with
bounce,
you.
I bounce, there back and forth.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
What you,
That's how I
Sometimes I have
know.
smart
That's
moves.
how I know you're on my side, kid.
No, no,
stand back and forth.
No,
That's how I
sometimes,
know.
bro, I'm just slow today. But
No, it's okay.
Sometimes,
It's okay, bro.
I have my smart moments, and then sometimes I have my dumb
Do you?
moments.
To be fair, you've been
shut
quiet for a while. You just fried.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
yeah, he just,
Just being fried to brain.
I'm just fully locked in.
yeah, I know he is. I know you are.
Just imagine his mouth just open for a
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be.
Legit, bro, there's probably bare moments.
And then you're just like, huh?
Oh man.
Basically, humankind is due for a tragic demise.
Fuck off.
Hey,
Number
good
two.
boy.
The Fermi paradox. This
one's
idea
lethal, by the way.
explains why we probably wouldn't recognize an advanced alien civilization, even if it came up and bit us on the butt. This civilization could be so advanced that humans would never understand their ways. As a result of our dumb simplicity, this technologically developed race would never try to come in contact with us. After all, you don't pay attention to ants, do you? It's kind of like how ants don't realize
Ants are
that a
sick.
highway you build near their anthill
Oh,
is
wait,
what it
was
is.
it? I remember getting told this when I was younger, right? So you know,
I think
if you-
I think it might have been me. I told you this.
No,
Like,
this,
a year
no, Vic,
or long
no,
ago.
Vic, you don't even know I'm about to say that. So hold on. when
No,
I was
he does.
very
He's
young-
already simulated it.
Yeah.
He's in your brain.
He's in your brain,
when I was
bro.
younger, I remember someone said, so you see how ants can like lift the shit, they can move it, whatever. If you cross DNA with an ant with a human, you'd be able to lift it something like 45 times your own body weight. How fucked is that?
Yeah,
so
it's like
think
it's the
about
strongest animals.
yeah, so you think like it's the strongest like weight to whatever comparison. So JJ, imagine you're deadlifting like what 200 something, bro. You'd be deadlifting like fucking 45 times it, bro. If you had DNA of an ant, like strength DNA of an ant, you'd be fucking lethal.
Jesus. I think that'd be terrifying.
We could lift up like a whole boat.
But you'd literally be a superhero, bro. We'd all
To
be
be fair, though,
superheroes.
the difference from one human to another is mad. From me to Eddie Hall can lift like fucking 20 times more than me.
Which means bodybuilder ants.
Wow.
Probably.
Like an ant that's just designated to get the biggest leaves.
Bodybuilder.
These dogs are on the screen right now. They've been sent out to get
I guess
that.
a soldier ants, isn't it?
have
They're
work
colonies,
ants
bro.
and soldier
They got workers, they got
They're
kings, they
built
got
different,
queens,
bro.
bro. They got all of
Big
them.
up Ants Canada.
They got ants.
That's a banging channel.
Next Sidemen Reacts, we're just going to be watching ants.
So we react to ants for 9 minutes straight.
Get subscribed. It's coming.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Number 1. The
The simulation theory, of course. The
Now,
simulation.
according to the simulation theory, we all live in an incredibly complex computer game. Yep, nothing less than that.
Just GTA,
It's likely
GTA
that
42.
either humanity in the distant future or any other technologically advanced alien civilization has created or will create numerous computer simulations. And while the number of these simulations was, is, and will be almost infinite, chances are that we're living in one of them right now.
What have you turned to
Sorry,
these-
that
oh,
was my mind blowing.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I ruined the whole video. Look at
What if they turn a little simulation off one day? Just go
Yeah, literally. Like,
Or
what if
they
it
get a
lights
blue
up?
they get a blue screen of death.
Yeah, yeah.
Then we all die.
You could be the Truman Show.
Unless-
You
No,
could
but
be, like,
actually,
your
deep,
own
no,
Truman
deep it,
Show.
you lot. The amount of computer power they would have to be running this shit. It don't exist. Shut that. No,
No, but here's the thing. Okay, Ethan. So, right, like, go back 200 years ago. You show someone an iPhone, the amount of computing power that's in an
They thought you
iPhone,
were an alien.
and they would literally be like, "That's wizardry. That's impossible. You can't
Yeah,
do
it's
that
true,
with a
it's
fucking
true.
block of stuff."
Yeah, I get
So
that.
you
But it's only 20
extrapolate
years
that.
ago.
You
even.
extrapolate that, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, 20 years ago, you have a Nokia brick and someone shows you an iPhone and you're like, that's wizardry. You can't have that much computing power in such a small space. Extrapolate that 10,000 years, they can simulate whatever the fuck they want. They can simulate us and everything they've got.
They don't have that much. It doesn't.
We accelerate in Beth R2 technology, you know.
Yeah,
Well,
I know.
I mean, I feel like they've smashed it with the loading times in this simulation.
Right. Let's watch Simon React.
I ended up building. There's no loading time. It's great, bro. Instantly, just loads up and it explodes.
The loading times.
Jay, what do you think planes are for, bro? That's a loading screen.
No,
That's
that's
when
the
you're
point
loading
the part.
different
Oh, no,
cities.
okay,
Like,
okay,
all the
okay.
country, it takes ages. Like, America's a big place, that's why it takes so long to load it.
That's probably why we have to sleep. It's just loading.
Loading the next
just
day,
loading.
loading the next day.
Refreshing the system, yeah.
No, it ain't, bro. Because listen, my loading times have been so varied at the minute. You know, fuck.
Yeah, maybe you're getting
Bro,
old, bro.
that-
Your PC's getting old. You need to load all the time.
How do I get a new one then?
You got
How do I
a
get a new
scratch
one? Because someone else owns it. Someone else owns the PC, bro. So
You
how do
got a
I get a new
scratch
one?
disk, bro.
Ah, fucking reset
You're a
me,
corrupt
bro.
file.
Yeah, reset me, bro. Recover me. I'm a piece of shit.
But if it was that simulation one, I'm just saying, no offense, I don't believe any of this stuff. Like I can see where people come from. Like, I can see why people do believe in this stuff. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, like, oh, it's wrong, right? No, I'm just saying, I personally don't believe it. If you believe this, go for it. Like, that's your right. You're whatever. You do what you're gonna do. I'm just telling you, if the simulation one was the one that we are in, and you know how they're like, oh, what if it blue screen or whatever. But think about it. If it's that technologically like amazing, they obviously have a backup, so it will never actually blue screen. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, if you know what I'm trying to say, like, because it's so like up there in technology wise and just like, you know, like technologically advanced. That's what I was looking for. I will probably never blue screen. That's why it won't. That's why I'm just saying, like, you know. But like I said, not believe, but like I could see why people do believe in these type of theories. Like, I really can see it, you know. So for me, like that's the thing. I'm like, yeah, it could, but then I'm like, it couldn't. Like, so like it's like, for me. So, but yeah, are there any of these ones that you believe in? Do you believe we're in the simulation? Obviously, the number one, or the black hole one, or the white hole one, or the whatever. I can't remember what other ones but there was, but let me know. Do you guys believe in any of those that were actually like a simulation or something? Like, oh my gosh. The vacuum vat the vacuum vat one though, that one's a little far fetched for me, and I'm like, I really don't believe that one. I'm like, So, but you never know. You never know what the world will be. Da, 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 da. Am I going insane? Probably. Am I just a simulation? What if I was never a person? What if I'm just an AI? Literally just made to make videos for you guys. Oh my god. No, I'm just kidding. No, trust me, trust me. If I was an AI, would I really pick this as an avatar? No, so. I'm sorry, that's just. Okay, but hopefully you guys did enjoy. And I hope to see all you beautiful, wonderful people in my next video. Alright, bye.